Hello,
Hello, teacher.
I'm Ellen, and I will be your examiner for today.
Okay.
So I'll be asking questions from part 1 to part 3. So it will take like 12 to 15 minutes. You ready to begin?
That's okay. Yes, I maybe I'm not.
All right. Now, would you like, before you begin, can you introduce yourself?
Well, my real name is Nguyễn Cao Sơn. However, my teacher named me an English name, which is Geo, stands for the Earth, because I am so. Yes. So I am studying at a secondary school right now, Vinh Yên Secondary School, which is for gifted students. I don't know much about it, but I find it quite normal like every other school else. I don't feel like gifted or anything.
All right. Okay. So let me begin with part 1, which is all about schools, since you mentioned. Can you tell me about your school?
Oh my God. Well, my school resides in what it's called? Like Định Trung, maybe city. I could probably call it city, Định Trung village or something like that. And it was meant to be a gifted student, as I've heard, but my experience at it feel very ordinary. It's not like gifted or anything. I feel it like it's on par with any other school elsewhere. The teachers are normal. I don't see any difference in that. I don't know if you can call it gifted or anything. I think it might be too commercialized. It may be like over.
What do you like about your school?
I hardly like anything about my school because of my experience that I've mentioned. But I think maybe the best aspect about it is some kind teacher that I can meet every day. I can ask them questions, that's for sure. But I don't really find anything else interesting or good.
What's your favorite subject in your school?
My favorite subject is also my best subject, which is English. It's become the best because I feel good when studying it.
Who's your favorite teacher in your school?
My favorite teacher? Well, that's a hard question because I both like my math teacher and my English teacher on the same level, so I don't know if you can choose one. But I would probably go for the math teacher. He is a special one, I could say, because he's different. I feel like he's more caring for his students. He's more involved.
What do you like about your school the most?
I feel like this. Let's go. I don't particularly like. Wait, did you answer this question this one?
What do you like about your school the most?
Is still the teacher.
Alright. Okay, so let me expand more questions all about friends this time.
Thank you.
What kinds of people do you like to make friends with?
What kind of people? Let's see. Friends, I believe, are made with like some kind of maybe something I have in common with my friends. Like maybe we can share some information or something about like that. So I don't really know what kinds of people I could make friends with. It's just that whoever I share my information with the most, I became friend with them, and I have a very large influence on them and the way they change.
Do you think you're a good friend to others?
I believe so. My friends often laugh around me whenever I talk to them. I share my information with them. I share maybe images or videos with them. They very rarely to express some negative emotions around me. I don't think so. Yeah, that's basically all. I don't think it.
What do you think makes good friends?
Makes good friends. Well, that's a hard question, isn't it? Basically, someone who is open about their life, but really, true friends only shown when you are in danger and they are ready to sacrifice their life for you.
Do you have childhood friends?
I don't have childhood friends whatsoever. I rarely go outside when I was small because technology consumes me anyway.
Alright, okay, so now this time, let's proceed to our part 2, which is cue card. So I'll give you a cue card here, an extra pen and paper.
Thank you.
So I'll give you 1 minute to make notes, and after a minute, you can, you'll be able to speak in 2 minutes. So, in 1 minute to prepare begins now. Alright, so your 1 minute to prepare is done. This time you have 2 minutes to speak.
So, I'm going to describe a time that I have to speak in front of a group of people. So, that time, when I was probably about 6 to 7 years old, and the teacher gave out a question on, maybe I could call it essay that I will talk later. The topic of it is how is life in the city better than the countryside or vice versa. So I did the preparation at home, which I feel quite confident about, but at class I am the probably third one to start speaking, because of course now this is my first time that I ever speak in front of a lot of people, which make me definitely very nervous. So when I start, my voice is not like the time I am now. It is very deep, it's dark, it doesn't have any notation, and I felt embarrassed about myself because my classmates are just looking at me in my soul. I don't know if they are feeling good, or maybe they are judging me. So I have a stroke every now and then. The teacher, I actually did not expect the mark after that to be quite high, which is 9. My first time, I felt wonderful after that, but in the process, it's really just an embarrassing experience, I would say so. And that's all.
Alright, so we're done with our part 2. So now this time, let's proceed to our part 3. Since our topic in part 2 is all about describing a time you have to speak in front of the group, so our topic is all about communication.
Alright.
What do you think are the benefits of having good communication?
Well, obviously the first benefit, or should I say merit of it, is you can make good friends since you're very outgoing, and the second is you don't embarrass yourself in front of people. That's it. Yeah, that's all.
Alright. How about, which do you prefer? Why do most people prefer to communicate face to face than online?
Well, I would think it because face to face, right?
Yeah. Why do people prefer to communicate face to face than online?
Maybe it's because of I would say it's because of a better interaction with people. You can hear clearly their words and don't have to worry about the mic being disrupting or staticky. I would say so, yes.
What do you think are the benefits of communicating online?
Communicating online. Well, first of all, it's very convenient since you can do it everywhere. And second of all, I would say it keep in touch better. That's all. It's not nearly as good as the face-to-face.
Why do you think some people don't like to communicate online?
Even online, I've only heard people don't like to communicate face-to-face, but I think the reason for it is because you don't really have that interaction as good as the face-to-face one. Yeah.
Does it important to become a good listener?
Well, I do consider myself a listener, but is it actually important? I would say yes. So you don't piss people off because you don't make people mad. Yeah.
Alright, and last question. What are the qualities needed to become a good communicator?
A good communicator. I don't say myself one, but I would think it'd be first you have to be a good listener. That's second, be confident. That I think is the most important aspect to become a good communicator. And thirdly, let me see, is there anything else? I don't think there is, but it's the main aspect that I think I should mention.
Alright, okay, so we're done with our speaking test. Give it a minute.